Okay, so you've actually staged a show, a storytelling show. People have come from all over the country, from all over the world to hear your story. They're packed in the hall, snacks in hand, sipping drinks, having small talk, waiting in anticipation. There's been a lot of noise and hype before the show, and then eventually the MC, the anchor, compare whatever announces your name, and then you come up on stage, and then the lights come up, everybody goes gaga, woo, 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 and then you start your story and go straight to the very end of the story. That's not impressive, is it? No, it's not impressive. That means that you need to start your story from a place that draws them in. That makes them go, okay, before you hit them with the gang gang. So I usually classify film in that sense into three parts: the okay part, the gang gang part, and then the poof poof. Yeah, okay, gang gang, and poof poof. Okay, so the okay part is the very first scene, the very first sequence that they see. This is supposed to draw them in. It's supposed to serve as like a hook to keep them in place and to keep them on their seats, making them not want to blink at all till they get into a deep dive into the whole story. And that's what they call the opening image. The opening image was a term coined by Lex Schneider in his book Save the Cat. If you have read the book, you know what I'm talking about. The opening image is supposed to it's part of the exposition. It's supposed to establish the setting, it's supposed to establish the world of the story, it's supposed to make the audience aware of the world of the story, the tone of the film they're about to see. Like for instance, in the film Mad Max Fury Road by George Miller, it has one of the best opening images I've ever seen in cinema. See what I'm saying? As it starts slowly, you are drawn in, you're wondering, okay, what's going on? Okay, what's this film about? You are quiet at that point. If anybody wants to say, shh, don't say anything. You just want to, you're getting in. So it's as if it's moving you from a wide view into a closer view of what's happening in the story world. Till it happens, and then you're like, okay, let's go. I think this is gonna be my kind of film. So at that point, you know whether you want to see the film or you want to see the film. In Nollywood, one film I really loved that has a very beautiful opening image is the film Kamsi by Uzodinma Okpechi. At the beginning of the film, the very first image you see is a funeral ceremony in monochrome, black and white. You can see the setting, the slow movement of the camera, the slow dolly in establishes the mood of the story at the beginning and even the entire film eventually. Eventually, the character breaks down on his knees and you're wondering, okay, who died? What's happening? What's happening? It's sad. Then the music itself helps to establish the tone.
In the pages of life, the chapter on death is the darkest one.
So you are feeling that this is going to be a sad film. You are filled with sympathy or empathy, as the case might be. You are filled with emotional recalls, and then you are already set in the mood for what's about to come in the film. So an opening image actually helps to settle the viewer into the story. You just start the story from where. So if it's going to be an action film, it must start differently with of course, that's a different tone. If it's a comedy, it must start differently. So the comedy should actually give them a reason to laugh from the very beginning, so they know, okay, I'm here to watch a comedy. Okay, so there are just so many ways to start a story. It could be dialogue, you could use narration. Narration is a very useful tool. The camera movement, like we seen in Kamsi, and also in Mad Max Fury Road, is also a very useful tool. The actors' movements. So sometimes you conceal the big character's face, and you delay it until towards the end of the scene. It always makes sense because it draws the audience in and then hits them like that. So let me know. Have you ever seen a film that you had to finish watching because of the opening scene, the opening image? Let me know. Happy New Year and have a great 2024. See ya.